Hi, friends. E. Eddie Edwards here on behalf of Atlantic Records, and I need no introduction to music-loving people know. I've been written up 17 separate times by the Richmond, Indiana News on the social pages, and they've said, now hear me please, he is the finest music expert in the world today, yes.
You know, don't you know?
The Atlantic Records, friends, is the finest record that money can buy. And each and every one of them comes in your jacket, by golly, with a little round hole cut into it. I think that's an exclusive with Atlantic. And you can look right through that little round hole, and by golly, what you see is nobody's business but your own.
In this whole world, you know, there are millions of boys and girls who are young, gifted, and black, with their souls intact, and that's a fact. You are young, gifted, and black. We must begin to tell our young there's a world waiting for you. Yours is the quest has just begun. When you're feeling real low, here's a great truth you should remember and know, that you're young, gifted, and black. You got your soul intact. Oh, and that's a fact. You're young, gifted, and black. Young in the dark, you got the time. Keep your eye on the future, nothing else.
Atlantic Soul Explosion 72, or 19 and 72 as we call it in the trade, in the industry. Look, you're going to buy that. Here's what you're going to get. Look, let me show you this chart that we've prepared at great expense. The Atlantic Record Company spares no expense in these presentation films, no. Look at that chart. Isn't that beautiful? An artist was paid $11 to make that today. By golly, it's wonderful. That's the way we spend money, friends. That's the way we are. Let's move the records. Let's do a nice job for the rackers. I'm going to show you. Here's what you get in that Soul Explosion 72. We start off here, you get your heavy soul. That's your collection. A 2-record set.
Going up, going down, going all the way around town. I'm the one that turn you on. I'm the same one who leave you alone. Don't knock my love, don't knock my love.
Wait a minute, friends, just a word about the competition. You know, other sleazy people, not like the reputable folks at Atlantic, may approach you and say, sir, we have record buys for you rackers. We want you rackers to lay in our records. Well, I'm going to show you something about the crummy product that Atlantic has to compete with. And by golly, when I show you proof, what you see with your eyes, you must, in your hearts, believe. Yes, it's only right, friends, here. This is a competitive record. We'll call this one Record Z. Now watch Record Z. Isn't that amazing? Now I'm going to do the same thing with Atlantic Record. And watch this. That didn't break at all, friends, proving the worth of the quality of the Atlantic Record.
Oh, hello. This what I like. Wall-to-wall men.
Oh, excuse me, gents, while I digress for a moment, but I just heard Atlantic Soul Explosion 72, and I'm just bursting with enthusiasm. What a way to bring in the new year. Brooks Benton, Isaac Hayes, Razan Roland Kite.
The Wizard. I want to show you the wonderful things you can do with Atlantic Records. I'm going to pour magic milk into the jacket. Watch.
Let me show you something that I think is going to really demonstrate the worth, the actual worth of an Atlantic record. What I hold in my hand is your ordinary Idaho potato, or spud as we call it in the trade. I'm going to cut this into the fabled rose of cashmere. Look at this, friends. Decorate your roast. Use it for a salami, your corned beef. Wait a minute. Try that in a nice roast bologna. Girls, you ever made a roast bologna? Here's what you do. Go down to Joe the butcher. Say, Joe, I'd like you to give me a nice big piece of meat. Now, by golly, when he gives you that, he'll usually give you a nice big piece of bologna, about that thick and that long. Now, to prepare that, girls, watch, this is a free one. To prepare that, first you skin it back, remove unwanted hair, just pop it right in the oven. Decorate that and garnish, by golly, with the rose of cashmere, which I'm going to carve right now. You're going to get a simple set of instructions with every Atlantic record you buy to make the fabled rose of cashmere. Now, isn't that beautiful? Now here's something else you can do with the potato and with the instructions that are going to be given with each and every Atlantic record that we sell today. By golly, look. I got here the fabled Fruitomatic, which I've worked so many years. It's a fine product, ideal for desk and den. Here, just take your famous Atlantic potato, put it right in there. Isn't that wonderful? Look at that potato.
I don't want you to be no slave. I don't want you to work all day. I just don't want you to be true, 'cause I just wanna make love to you. I don't want you to be no slave. I don't want you to wait all day. I don't want you to be true. I just wanna make love to you, oh yeah.
Friends, here's another thing you can do with a banana. Send one to a whack camp, to a young teenage girl. Here, wait a minute. Send one to a woman's prison. They'll thank you for that one. So long as day you live there. Some time ago, a young woman came to me. It was in western Pennsylvania. I believe it was Washington, PA. It's a wonderful town. She was a master sergeant in the wax. I'll be frank, we had a slight relationship. It's a sad story. She later got busted for 17 counts of driving with her feet in the dashboard. But that young woman, friends, ultimately became a racker for a western PA department store, and she would not stock your Atlantic records, no. Plead though I might, try though I may. I begged her. I fell down on my knees in front of this woman. In the automobile, this was around the time of the bust, I'll be frank, and begged her, lay in your Atlantic, please. Lay in your Atlantic. Get the big sales, get the big buck, by golly, get the big money in music. And she said no. She got the competitive record. Sales went down. That woman started to drink so badly. Now hear me, please. Started to drink as her sales declined. She had no money. She had no moolah, as we say. She wouldn't stock Atlantic. Now let me show you an actual photographic proof of what happened to that woman. By golly, you'll cry about this one. You'll be as sad as I am. This is a portrait of an ordinary person. The liver is indicated here in color. That is the approximate size of the liver. This is the size of that woman racker's liver after she started to drink because she would not buy Atlantic records as we urged her. Yes, friends, that girl had a 174-pound liver and a 128-pound body. She's dead today in Washington, Pennsylvania. Died, Washington, PA, the jewel in the crown of civilization, screaming for breath, girls. She died when she swallowed a souvenir shot glass from the 1939 World's Fair, and no amount of medical treatment could come to her aid, no. And you're thinking of not buying Atlantic records? anywhere in New Jersey. Bigelow 6, 9000.